A majority of you do have a full-time jobs, but you do not have time nor the patience to sit all day long on the charts in order to trade. So in this video, I will show you a 5-minute scalping strategy that you can use while working full-time. This strategy is incredibly simple to master, and each trade requires only a few minutes to complete. And as the name would suggest, the 5-minute strategy uses 5-minute chart to conduct each trade, which makes it quick and easy to gain profits. It is ideal to use this approach when the market is experiencing the greatest amount of volatility, which is usually around the time when the New York market closes and the London market begins. The strategy works on all currency pairs, but if you're just getting started, I advise you to select the major currency pairs. This is because they have the lowest spreads available, which makes them more convenient to use. You will need two different sets of indicators for this strategy. So the first indicator you will use is the exponential moving average, which you will have to set to a period of 50 and a period of 100. And now the second indicator we will use is the stochastic oscillator, and this one will be set at the periods of 5, 3, and 3. It is essential that you set up these indicators correctly and keep a close eye on them, since they are key indications that will trigger when you place a long order and when you open a short order. So now follow me along for a quick guide on how to set up your charts correctly. So simply navigate to the indicator section and type EMA. Choose moving average exponential and double click on it. Now on the left side of your screen you will find EMA that you can adjust the length of it. So as I said, we need 50. That will be the first one, and the second one will be periods of 100. And once you're done with exponential moving averages, go again to the indicator section and type STO. That's the stochastic one. And again, on the left side, the lower screen, you will be able to go to the settings, to the inputs one, and now we have to change from 14 to value of 5, and the K1 will be a value of 3, and we're keeping the smoothing value D as the 3 as it was before. And in general, when scalping, please consider using a higher time frame to see an overall picture of the market before you make any entries on 5-minute chart. So for example, you can use 15-minute chart or even a 1-hourly chart to plot your trends, chart patterns, and mark your support and resistance levels. So let's talk about the entry rules for a buy trade. Well, the 50 EMA should rise above the 100 EMA before you're considering opening any long positions. And in addition, the stochastic oscillator should cross above the 20 level from below, indicating that the market is recovering from an oversold market, and as soon as these indications are met, it is safe to open your long position. So take a look at this example. I have USD JPY 1-hour chart on your left and a 5-minute chart on your right. 1-hourly chart indicates that we are on a current uptrend because of multiple rejections on the trend line. And as I mentioned in a few of my videos, the more rejections we have on the trend line, the greater it is. And the trade was in consolidation phase once the resistance was broken and starting to act as a support for the trade. What we also see is that the EMA of 50 is starting to go above the EMA of 100, indicating a bullish momentum. On the 5-minute time frame, we can see that the 50 exponential moving average is still above the 100 one, and stochastic has begun to rise above the value of 20. If you can get a closed bullish engulfing candle bouncing off the 50 EMA, that would be an ideal scenario to go long and profit in such a short period of time. So let's quickly play a replay through long to see how the trade actually went. So what do we have? We have bullish engulfing candle bouncing off 50 EMA and is definitely shooting towards an upside. So just in case, I marked this horizontal area of a sensitivity because of a multiple rejections in the past. And the reason why you mention it is to simply remind you to take care of your account by managing your risk, just in case if the trade will turn around into totally different direction. So you will still be able to collect at least 6 pips into the profit. To manage your risk, you can definitely move your stop loss to an entry once the desired pip gain is reached. So because now you have a risk-free trade, you can continue making those profits, but but there is a simplest rule on how to exit following this scalping strategy. Once you see that 50 EMA will start going below the 100 EMA, you should consider that the trend is changing and more than likely you will enter a bearish market. So now for a sell trade opportunity, the rules almost always require conditions that are exactly opposite than you would need for a buy trade opportunity. So for this strategy, before you place any short order, you will want to see the 50 EMA below the 100 EMA, and your stochastic oscillator should fall below the 80 value from above. And as I mentioned before, check the 1 hour time frame to confirm that you are in a bearish trend, so you won't against the trend. And once you see those signals, you can enter the market with your short orders. So take a look at this example. I have your USD on a 45-minute time frame on your left, and I have 5-minute time frame for your USD on your right. Now on a 45-minute time frame, we have some sort of resistance going on. We can see that the 50 EMA is definitely below the 100 EMA, and the stochastic started to cross below the 80 value towards the downside. Of course, we have this squeeze pattern formation where the uptrend and the downtrend merging into one point. So now if we will take a look at the 5-minute time frame, we can see that the actual squeeze pattern formation was again broken by the bearish engulfing candle bouncing off the 50 EMA. As you remember, I said if you will manage to get any closed bearish bullish engulfing candle bouncing off 50 EMA, that's an ideal scenario to go short. So let's say if we will be playing a play tool, let's see how the trade actually went on. And as you can see, this is the big ass candlestick, so that's what we would love to see. And come on, to catch 8.9 pips, it's not that bad. We can see that the stochastic is definitely went towards a downside, and you definitely made some profits doing it. So again, the rules to exit the trade is very simple as well. If you will see that the 50 EMA starting to go above the 100 EMA, it is more than likely the trend will be changing, and you should look out for a buy trade opportunities once you analyze the whole market again. So at the end of the day, the scalping strategy is so simple to use and a complete time saver, especially if you're working full time. And if you like time saving, I think you're gonna love this video as well.